FF14 music now. Yes, we're on the 14 soundtracks today. Last time I streamed, I didn't open the pond. I'm opening the pond right now. I'm opening the pond. I'm opening the pond. Hi, Danny. Hello, Scourge. Hello, Cecil. Hello, hello. Oh my God, you're fishing and then you brought a knife out. How could you do such a calm activity and then pull out the knife? I'm a little late starting to stream because I was like, I would if my pet babies need some water, and they did. Yeah, they were like, ah. they were like, oh my God, please, mother, a little water, please. And I was like, oh shit, like a lot of water. They were like, ugh. They're like that episode of SpongeBob where he's like, I don't need it, I don't need it. You know, that's what my that's what my plans were like today. So I was like, you better open the pond. The pond is open. The pond is open. Please don't hurt the little streamer. No, you are fishing. Ah! We are fishing, brother. We, together, are fishing. So Felix moved my other monitor, and I'm like, this doesn't feel right. This don't feel correct. This does not feel like how I want it to feel. And it's bothering me a little bit. Ooh, a big old pickle. A big old pickle. It just oh. It'd be really funny if my drivers weren't working. That'd be so funny. Oh, they're working. I just can't touch shit. Okay. Alright. Pickles in this here pond? There's pickles in the pond. More likely than you'd think it would be. It's pickles in the pond. Alright, so I'm gonna move over to the art now. There we go. We're working on this again today. When I'm not streaming, I've been pretty much just working on my comic. So this one's taken me a hot second. Normally, things don't get streamed this much. I don't know why I opened the pond. I wanted to open Spotify. This prelude is 10 minutes long. This is my problem a little bit with the 14 soundtrack. Is like certain tracks are absurd. Like other ones are like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes. But then you have shit like Whalers and Water Wheels, whatever song that is 11 minutes soaking. Why is it 11? Also, who is film score? Soken and film score. I need to click that. Yeah, Felix, what's up? Oh my God, this cat wants water. I'm gonna be right back. He's desperate. He wants water just like my plants do. Alright, I'm back. Really quick. It wasn't worth putting up the BRB. Because of him. But how's everybody doing? This might also be the leftovers at Uematsu's involvement as well. It might be. I opened film score and it's just oh wait, do you mean like the length or like or do you mean whoever film score is? There's like 6 here. There's a few that have like a second artist credit as film score. Arranger, that's all it says. This album. It might be. It definitely could be. The FF prelude always gives me life. I feel the same. There's something about the prelude that just like it makes me feel a way that like no other music does. That and like the Final Fantasy main theme. They're like 2 songs that are like so nostalgic and like so peaceful, but also like full of whimsical and fantasy and potential. Like I love them so much. Like they are just like every version of the prelude is like perfect, you know? Like every version of the Final Fantasy main theme is like perfection. Welcome back, Felix. Dearly Beloved is kind of the same, but Dearly Beloved is like really depressing feeling, you know? There's just something about it. Like, it's just so good. And this prelude for everybody is 10 minutes long. We're halfway through. 35 stream streak. That's wild, bro. That's crazy. Oh my gosh. Oh, hi. 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 Hello. Can I move my legs? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, little guy. He was like, "No, you can't move your legs. You cannot." Okay, let's do some drawing today. Oh. Let's draw. Let's draw, guys. I know you guys probably aren't drawing, but oh, Felix, I gave you water. You have a fountain. You have a bucket of water to drink out of. Like, you have this big dog bowl, not ball, to drink out of. And he's like, "I would like the tap, miss. Please, turn on the taps." Can you sense some Canadian cold this way? I mean, I don't have Canadian cold right now. I'm also stuck in summer, but but I have an air conditioner. I have a very nice air conditioner that conditions the air, and I get to wear sweaters inside. Some rain too, please. It's supposed to storm today. It's supposed to storm in about an hour. It says possible thunderstorms at 5 p.m. for me. And I'm like, okay, they don't look that bad. They don't look that bad until like 7, so. Air is too humid already. Yeah, sometimes thunderstorms like cut through the humidity a little bit. At least over here, they just like, they get rid of it, but. You know. I hate like living in a humid place and like you either get rain and you're like, it's gonna relieve everything, or it's gonna make it 10 times worse. Like, everything is so dry. Oh no. We're expecting 42 degrees Celsius tomorrow. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. We haven't started hitting like really high. Like, we've gotten up to 30, like into 30s. But we haven't hit those like really bad, like, oh, it feels like 40 today yet. Usually that's like end of July into August over here, at least. Like, August is usually the hell month, which I know, like, being in July and you still have a few months left of summer, that's not good. It was 36 today. Oh no. Like, most of the US is in a super drought. Really? I don't think I live in a place where at the moment it's possible for it to be a drought. Maybe. 36 in June is not normal. Nah, it's absolutely not normal. Holy shit. The Earth said, fuck you, Europe. This year over here has been cooler, which is not good for any of people stuck in heat waves to hear, but usually we have to put our air conditioner in at like the beginning of May, because May just starts to like suck ass so bad. Like, every day is like high 20s, if not in the 30s. And like, we've been kind of cruising in like the high 20s, and I've kind of been okay with that. There's been some weeks that were like 30s and perish, but like, yeah. I'm sure we're gonna get our comeuppance soon though. Or maybe it'll be nice to us this year. I don't know. Hi. I hate the heat. I'm sure everybody maybe in here does too, but I hate heat so much. Like, I cannot stand it. It's just, I mean, I could stand it, but I'm not happy. Felix, little man, what? desperate. When I started streaming, okay, so I woke up. I woke up like 40 minutes ago. And Felix was nowhere to be found. And then when I got out of bed, then he was laying on my blankets in the bed. And I was like, oh, he's gonna be a little chill guy all day. Great. And now he's like, my partner went to go get laundry money from the bank. And now he's like, oh my god, I was so alone. I need. I'm already warm-blooded. It makes it so much worse. Oh no. I'm like cool-blooded. I'm usually a big chillin'. I'm usually cold all the time. I don't know if that's a good thing, but it's good in the summer. My like heart rate runs really low, and I don't know if that's bad or not. It doesn't seem like it's bad from like Google searches. I've had a Fitbit for a year, and like my heart rate's sitting at 60 right now, and when I sleep it drops down to like 40, and when I'm just chilling on my phone it can drop down to 50, and I'm like, wow. But then my partner's like, my resting heartbeat is like 70, and I'm like, that's crazy. Oh my god, the old DAW theme is so nostalgic. My gosh. Why is it also 11 minutes long? Also, I restarted up doing the YouTube streams. I stopped doing them just because I didn't find that anybody came to ever watch the Ace Attorney, so I was like, oh, I just won't stream games on YouTube, and I'll be fine. And then I was like, I want to listen to illegal music. So I wasn't streaming on YouTube for a bit, but we're back. We're back, YouTubies. God, this kind of makes me want to just open 14. Like, oh my god. Just AFK. Just open 14 and AFK. I didn't actually play 14. Like, holy shit. Me and my partner do this little thing. We have like this stack of like little tokens. And some of them are like, you know, going on like dates and stuff. One of them is like game night, and she got game night, and she redeemed game night, and we write it on the calendar we want to do these things. And I was like, okay, what game are we playing? And she's like, I'm going to make you play a game. And I'm like, oh, okay. Because she's like, because you don't play games. And I'm like, oh no. Oh no. I told my friend I wanted to play the new Deltarune chapter, and I'm like, I'm slotting it in my schedule for Sunday night. And that sounds so bad to be like, I'm slotting in some gaming time. Time to play games, nerd, right? Time to play games. Time to be a little quirky and play video games. I thought about it the other day, and I've run the new Alliance raid one time, and I haven't capped at all, and I'm like, I should probably do that. When we started wing farming, they were like, oh, if you guys had higher item level, we would clear faster, and I was like, I'll start capping, and then I didn't. I proceeded to not do that at all. I don't think I've capped in 14 in about like a year. A maniacal cackle. I'll cap for you guys, Tiki. But I'm still excited for Evercold. Guys, FanFest is in less than a month. Are we excited? How are we feeling about Evercold? I'm excited. I'm just excited. I like new stuff. When things are new, I'm excited. I'm like, yippee. I know people are skeptical. I'm like, yippee! Can't wait to see the tank in some action. Yeah. I can't wait to know what it's gonna be called. I think everyone kind of knows what it's gonna be, but I want to know what they're gonna name it, you know? Like vaguely the idea of what it's gonna be. It's gonna be like some kind of like, you know, Garlean-ish tank, which is fine. It sounds cool, but I want to know what they're gonna call it. Wonder if Oriande will switch from healer to the perfect tank. Imagine if they changed any of their jobs this expansion, you know, and I only started doing it again so I can gear the classes so I can do things. So the machinist and content, very fair, very fair. Hey Vaslaru, how are you? This also makes me think of like live letters and stuff. During the Q&A, Yoshi P mentioned we guessed something about one of the new jobs. Interesting. But what does he mean? Whom? Yoshi P, I need that guy's name. Doing good, just chilling and playing some 14. Nice, nice. You're all done the story now, right? Is Boomerang? It's Boomerang, isn't it? I listened. Okay, this is unrelated, but a couple days ago, I went and like watched the Eurovision finalist videos or whatever, like the winner and whatnot, and what is it, like Boomeranga or something is what won, and I thought you were asking if you were the Boomeranga, and I was like, almost done with post DT. Awesome, that's awesome. More post DT is coming in September. Was it September or October where the last part of MSQ finally comes out? Blitzball, brother. My friend is playing Final Fantasy X right now, and he loves it, but he hates Blitzball. It's so funny. September. Okay, I didn't remember. I knew it was like 6 months apart, right? Like they spread those out this time. Holy shit. I don't even know like what's left. What's left? Like the last patch seemed like it could have just led right into the expansion. What's left? Yoshi P. No, God, please. No, not bleed ball. I need bleed ball, and I'm gonna like, I'm gonna bother you like every time and be like, come on, Cecil, let's play some blitz ball, and you're always gonna say no, just like I always say no to doing PvP with you. But that's gonna be how we interact, right? We're gonna be like blitz ball after Tokyo Fan Fest, Beastmaster. Yeah, I know Beastmaster's coming, but like MSQ wise, like the story. I don't really mess too much with limited jobs. I doing the Make It Rain, I was like, oh yeah, that's where the Blue Carnival is. I'm trying to find where Dancing Green and the Tyrant are in the open world while leveling. Oh, are they somewhere in the open world while leveling? Interesting. I know they've shown up at events. Like, what was it, like the Easter event they showed up to? I made sure to log in though and get my otter backpack. I love otters so much. Okay. I didn't know they were out in the open like that. Okay. All the Arcadian fighters in the open world. Oh, nice. Okay, I didn't know that. I don't run around the open world enough, and I don't play it very much anymore. Arcadian is so cool, bro. Arcadian is like the best raid tier that they've made in such a long time. Evercold will never. Howling Blade and Brute Bomber in the gold sauce. Oh my god. I love when they do that. Like when you finish like Omega and stuff, and like Alpha and Omega are just around. I love finding them. I like have this place in Tuliolo where I like to just sit for when I AFK. It's by like, it's on the dock. Like there's like a line of docks and there's a line of like tables with umbrellas. I like just sit there, and on like the dock, they were just there with their little maracas and stuff, and it was so cute. I'm gonna miss Metum so much. Yeah. Madam was so good. I thought he was gonna be evil. I thought he was secretly the president. That was like my thing. I didn't know anything about wrestling. People would talk to me though, like I knew what the fuck they were talking about though. Like, they'd be like, oh my god. You know, that, I didn't question what things were called. I'm just like, that's what they are, you know? And they'd be like, oh my god, like, Brute Bomber is such a heel. And I'm like, I don't know what that means! Why do you guys say these weird words? And they'd be like, Howling Blade's a baby face. And I'm like, are you just talking about his, like, I thought they were talking about his legitimate face, like, the whole time until I watched the Vince McMahon documentary. I know people tried explaining to me, but I didn't get it. I was like, why is it weird? Why are you guys weird about wrestling? The Brute Bomber wanted to play with the otters, but he was worried about what the cats would think. Oh no. Oh no. What would the cats think? Oh my god. Finally someone else who did. Yeah. I just gotta roll with it. I know people tried to like explain it to me while we were doing it or like afterwards, but like I didn't get it. Like why does it have its own like names? Isn't he just like the hero and the villain? Like, why do you have like this weird vernacular? Why is the lexicon for this so weird? I wish our wrestling job could exist, but that shit feels impossible. Yeah. The grappler job. We've added a new job type. The grappler. Because wrestling, maybe it'll get better. Maybe if we all start asking Yoshi P for wrestling instead of blitzball, maybe we could get like something. Everyone's like, Yoshi P, man, we have blitzball, sir. And then he's like, no blitzball. But what if we just asked him for wrestling instead? Yoshi P, may we have wrestling, please? Please? Firework, eagle, screech, cannon, fire. What? Oh, that didn't work. I'm trying to... I had a friend in public school who could make an eagle sound. Well, I guess it was like a hawk noise, but they all got going, you know, in the air. And I have not figured out how to make my throat do that. Or it's anything similar, and it's stumped me forever. I should watch a YouTube video. I'm sure someone has a YouTube video on how to make a hawk noise or like an eagle sound. Ba, 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 ba. Yeah, buddy, why are you so whiny today? Yeah, what's up? You screeches? You screeches? Have you seen the video of the guy who turns bird sounds into the guitar breakdowns? I have never. That's amazing. One of my colleagues does an amazing dolphin. That's awesome. Don't you just love the people who are like, this is my signature animal sound? I try and mimic stuff. Like when I was a kid, I like... I don't know if anybody else did this, but like my mom would be vacuuming or something, or I would be vacuuming, and I'd be like humming and trying to harmonize with the sound of the vacuum, and then it would just like vibrate in my face. I don't know if anybody else ever did that. I did, and I still do. I still do. At my work, we used to have a, I don't know if you guys know what a proofer is, but basically a proofer is a box of humidity that you put dough into. And if you're sick or have a sore throat, well, not food safe, technically. If you put yourself in there, it's gonna make your throat feel a lot better for a very little bit of time. But basically, when the proofer would go off, I would like harmonize with it with my whistle, as well as the oven. So sometimes people would like be taking food out of the oven, and I would like whistle and harmonize with the oven, so they would think both things are beeping at the same time. And the amount of people that have checked the other device thinking it is also going off because of my shenanigans were peak in my prime. Okay. I peaked in my prime. It's crazy to think that we're only like 5 songs in, because 2 of these songs are long as so the 14 soundtracks. This one is just like a Rum Reborn, right? It's just the normal, like, oh, it has writing on it. In darkness of the crystals, in darkness the crystal dreams, as from the flames of destruction a new beginning arises. Came brave heroes, heed the crystal's call, gather once more and witness a realm reborn. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That's why it's. I was like, there's writing on this cover. It's very tiny. I know there's a lot of, like, we talk about it, like, the vocal tracks or, like, the big tracks for, like, big moments, but so many of the, like, the town and area themes and just zone themes in 14 are, like, really good. And I don't even mean, like, Amaranth. I just mean, like, just walking around the game. Like, they're so good. I can't wait to see what fucking Evercold's gonna have. Holy shit, it's gonna be so good. I can't wait to get that extended. I can't wait for this trailer to be like a 20-minute trailer. Bro, usually the first trailer is like a minute. It's a minute and you get soaking being like that shit was inaudible. And it was like a minute and a half for Shadowbringers and like Endwalker, and then they like make it longer. So the next trailer, it's already a 6-minute trailer, guys. I'm getting dual blasted with 14 Music says Pat is streaming it now. You're so welcome. I hope he's an Ulda on about. Ulda. I think for the most part, I need to probably use a blender. I might get rid of this and just so it's like a big section that I can make glow. I want the white areas to kind of like blow out a little bit, so there's like not too much detail in the light and more detail in the shadows, if that makes sense. He's in Lenosia, okay. Okay. Gosh, listening to the soundtrack makes me want to play 14, holy shit. Maybe I'll log in after and just AFK about. Maybe run a roulette or something, who knows. This girl will be gaming. So I realized, so I made a grave error in my ways. I thought that June had way more days in it than it really did. And I was like, oh yeah, so I made this video. I made a video. I edited the video's made. Last night I was like, yep, all good. Video's good. And I'm like, I'll work on a thumbnail. I'll get it uploaded next week. Next week is July. Except like Monday and Tuesday. So I'm like, Oh, hello. Hello, Chihuahua. How are you? Thank you for the 8 months. Oh my gosh. Hi, Bubbles.
Hello.
I'm good. How are you? I'm all right. I'm big chillin' today, having a good time. Nothing's particularly wrong. Nothing's particularly going fantastic. So it's just a, a chill, normal day. We just doing it today. We just chilling. Keep missing streams because I've been trying to fix my sleep schedule. That's absolutely fine. No worries, bro. No worries. Sleep is way more important than my dumbass streams. This week is all mostly art streams. On Tuesday, though, which is a day I don't normally stream, we're gonna be redesigning Ace Attorney characters as RPG characters, like classes. Though it's mostly like Final Fantasy 14 based, because that's just really easy. There's so many references. I'm gonna create the docs for it, and we'll do that on Tuesday. And then next week, in a week, not quite a week, but next Saturday we're gonna start Road to Empress. Just the first one. We're gonna take a little Ace Attorney break, and we're gonna play Road to Empress and then Ghost Trick, because they're both relatively short. And then we'll get back. We'll go to the Great Ace Attorney. Sounds fun, yeah. I thought it was a fun way to finally be like, we finished the Phoenix Wright trilogy, the Edgeworth Investigations, and Apollo Justice. Thank you. There's so much attorney being Ace. They should make a sister series called like Pro Prosecutor or something. Where you play as Edgeworth and other prosecutors against Phoenix Wright or other defense attorneys. Sorry, I was just giving cookies. Other than that, I've still just been working through music. I listened to, I finished Coheed and Cambria. And I like that. Whenever people are like, you should listen to this thing. And I'm like, okay. And then it ends up being like a concept album. Oh my God. I'm in there. The moment I realize there's a concept album, I'm like, I gotta listen to this later. Like when I'm at home. It's going on the when I'm done list. I will re-listen to this and like look at the lyrics and indulge in the story. God, every song on this soundtrack is like a gift. A gift of life. Gosh. I don't know if it's sad or not, but I think Final Fantasy XIV is probably one of the most influential things in my life. It's just like, it brought so much good shit, you know? Like, there's also bad shit, but like, it brought so much good shit to my life. Like, so much, yeah, like, so much art, so much music, so many like friends, so many like good memories, like so much stuff to like look back on, and it's like, sometimes I do look at my playtime and I'm like, yikes. You know, I could have done more things with that, but it's like, at the same time, there's like, within that, like, I think I have like 11,000 hours on Steam or something. And it's like, within that time, there's just so many good things that happen. Like, so many good moments with friends. Or just having like a really good time. And like, I did definitely play it and just kind of like fuck around and use it for like prime escapism for a really long time, and like, you know, be like, well, I should do chores, but I'm gonna go run my roulettes instead, you know. But you know, we grow, we learn. Spend time having fun is not time wasted. Exactly. I have friends who started my way after me who have like double my playtime. Damn. I have a friend who AFKs all the time. Like, he doesn't turn his computer off. And his playtime is terrifying. Like, I don't play much anymore. And it's not even, like, a fact of, like, I don't like the game anymore. Like, that's not even... I hate when people, like, assume that. Because sometimes when it's like, oh, I don't really play Final Fantasy XIV. They're like, yeah, because it's boring right now. And I'm like, no. I mean, maybe for you. There's just something like... I don't know if you guys have ever taken a break from 14 and then, like, logged in and you were, like, you know, in, like, a classic location. And you're like, holy shit, I'm home. You know, I don't know if you've ever felt that before, but I do that a lot. Like, I just hear the housing theme, like the do 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 do, and I'm like, holy shit, I'm back. Like, I've walked home and I'm being greeted. Not since Shadowbringers. But you get what I mean? I don't know if you get what I mean, but I've felt that so many times. Like, just taking, like, a break from the game. But every time I come back, like, there's always, like, that familiar, like, yeah, home. Mahjong causes great damage to the human spirit without a single benefit. Hi, Teo. Are you having a rough time in Mahjong? So true. Oh my god. Hi, Angel. How are you? Hello. There's so many people here. Hello. How's everybody doing? I have not had much of a break since Endwalker Early Access. Fair enough. Fair enough. I think I was still playing after I left my static in Endwalker. But I stopped raiding. I was crafting a lot. And then once my static disbanded, like the beginning of last year, I was like, oh my god, free time! It took something like Elden Ring to rip me away from it. Oh my gosh. I can't get myself to do MSQ. I know it gets much better, but I have no motivation to even touch it. I love MSQ. MSQ is so good. I don't know how to describe it, but I got edged for 4 hands straight and then beaten and robbed. Oh no! Oh no! It sounds like you need to play some Blitzball, brother. Blitzball for the soul. Riptail, yeah. Let's get better. Just get better luck. Easy. Hi, Felix. You're so tiny and orange. And stinky. Don't forget stinky. I'd rather just stand in the 40 degrees outside in the sun doing nothing without any water than play Blitzball. Oh my god. Holy shit. How are you doing with the heat, by the way? I was supposed to wing farm with friends yesterday, but so many people were like, it's too warm for me to turn on my computer. Surprisingly well, actually. Well, that's good. That's good. Teo's like, I've acclimatized. I could live in the desert if I wanted to. Take the fan out of the box. I was making muffins and I was like, so many like people in Europe who are experiencing heat waves. Yeah, they don't have air conditioners, but some of these bitches don't even have a fan. And then I was like, Tara asked Teo if he has a fan. And then finding out it's still in the box was so funny. I was just making muffins. I had 2 friends this year be like, the heat is so bad, I finally said fuck it and I bought a fan. Like, holy shit. What kind of muffins? They're just chocolate muffins. Chocolate muffins with some vanilla protein powder. So basically, I'm making muffins a lot, because, well, 1, it's kind of fun, and 2, I have, I'm gonna butcher this name, but like 2 years ago, I tried making like, it's called like, fuck, it's a German cheesecake. I need the fucking, the Russischer Zepfkuchen, whatever, I don't fucking know how to say that. And I have a ton of baking powder. and chocolate powder left, and the baking powder and baking soda have expired. However, that does not mean that it's not good. It's just not as effective. So I'm trying to use it up by making muffins, since that's very easy to make. Instead of just throwing them out because I don't bake enough. So I'm trying to make muffins, and if the muffins don't turn out good, I just make bread pudding. So I'm winning anyways. I like how it's called bow down. Like, these chocobos are just gonna fucking throw hands. This one's a new Uematsu track. Damn. Da, 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 da. It's also not as long. The next track is 7 minutes. Thanks, Soken. It's put in the buh from Distant World. I love the buh. Choka buh. It's such a good little medley. Oh yeah, the Chocobo medley from Distant Worlds. I don't know if you've ever heard it, but they go buh. C H O C O B O buh. It's so good. They do it so intensely. Like, that choir was like C H O. Oh, this song makes me sleepy. Oh, being in Ulda and you just chilling, man. But Distant Worlds was so good. Like, Distant Worlds was a dream come true. When I was a kid, I was like 10 or 12 or something, and I was listening to like the first Distant Worlds album, and I was like, oh my god, I want to go to this one day. But I was like a 10-year-old kid or something, and you know, at the time, the idea of having a disposable income was like beyond me. I was like, I'll never be able to go to the concerts because I'll never have money. And then like Distant Worlds didn't. I got a job in 2014, and that coincided with the last time Distant Worlds proper was ever in my province. And so then I was just like, well, I guess it's never coming back. You know, there was like the smaller ones, like back in March they did like the intimate one with like the 5 people and the small band and whatnot, but like not like Distant Worlds, like the distant world, you know, like I was like, man, this is never gonna come back to Canada, or especially Ontario. And then it did, and I was very happy. Yeah, so it was like, oh my god, yippee. And I was so hyped. I was like, oh yes. And I got to meet Soken, and that was crazy. I was so scared. I think near 26 has some shows in Canada. Yeah, there is one in Toronto. Yeah, I need to decide if I'm going to that. Hopefully it's, wait, let me just, oh fuck. I kind of forgot that it existed until you just mentioned it. Oh no. Canada, Toronto. Yes, they're on sale. How much do these tickets cost? Oh gosh. Why so expensive? Oh my god. Oh gosh. Where is this? The Meridian Hall? Oh my god. I think it's so funny. Okay, I'm going to see 3 bands. I'm not like, I need to open my email. I'm gonna go see 3 bands at one show. In fuck. It doesn't say how much that costs anymore. Shit. I think. No. Okay. In September. Okay, yeah. So it was $42 to go for general floor admission to see 3 bands, and then 1 ticket to the near concert is way more. Is costs more than seeing 3 bands. Amanda complimented my hair. It was pretty neat. Yeah, I want to meet Soken so bad. Soken's so cool. So it's wild hearing him talk to other people and talking to them. He had like a little translator on his phone. Yeah, in September we're gonna go see Frozen Crown, Visions of Atlantis, and Camelot, and it was $40 to just see them on the floor. We're gonna be in the pit, and it's just wild. And looking at like the orchestra, you know, the going to go see the orchestral concert, and it's like the cheapest tickets are $129. The Camelot concert is the funniest fucking thing. Okay, they're releasing a new album in August. However, they've just been like, yeah, we're doing that, but they announced the tour in February without announcing the album. The album was announced like a month ago. They have not released a fucking single yet for this album. Nothing has shown up that's like, oh, they're actually making music. Let me double check that, but I'm pretty sure they haven't released anything. Yep, nope, still nothing. Still nothing. And hello Owen Pines, if you're still here in the chat. In the YouTube chat. And but one of the bands they're going on tour with is releasing an album in October, and last night they released their first single, and it's like, what the fuck? There's also another band in the same genre that is also releasing their album in August as well, and they've dropped like 3, and it's like, bro, what the fuck is your funny ass like content like hype up for your own album, bro? Drop the singles. Drop the music. Please. Every day I'm just coping more and more. You know? I'm just like, oh, maybe it'll be today. I don't have a curse for today. I just want fish. Okay. I wonder how many times we can get the capybara to undo Teo's curses. I would assume that was just a one and done. That the next one will be impervious to the capybara. Your curse resides in your mahjong hand. Oh no. Teo about to curse everybody in mahjong. I'm Teo of the cursed hand. He'll never sumo again, pensive waffle. Oh wait, I got. Oh yeah, they don't show up for me. Fuck, I'm just like reading her emotes out loud. Like, what do you mean he kicked? Like an old person? Always Richie, never Ron. Toxie knew I've never played mahjong. It's time to learn. Just like me. It's time to learn mahjong. It's time to gamble. It seems very complicated though. I totally understand though, Scorch. It seems it's wild. I don't know. The crazy thing about Mahjong is how much worse I got it by getting better. For real, for real. Not even a joke. Gym time will pop back in if still going. Alright, have fun at the gym. Get all swole and strong and big. You second guess yourself that the other person is gonna outplay you, but they're really just eating tiles. Yeah, we're all just everyone just eat glue. I feel like, I'm not sure, but like I'm not sure if this is applicable to other people, but whenever I'm trying to get better at something, like I get better at it, but I also hyper focus so much on like what I need to be doing actively at that time that it's like that I just it goes in reverse. It's like being like, oh wow, I need to make sure my anatomy is good because I just learned how to anatomize this thingy, and then it's like, oh, everything else is now wrong because I just made sure that this one thing happened. It's their fault for making them so tasty. They do look kind of yummers, you know. If only I could like decorate cakes or something, maybe I'd make tiny mahjong tile cakes or something and then just eat them. I've never wanted to decorate a cake so much in my life. Do it. That sounds so pog. Yeah, right? Bro, I need to buy so much stuff, though. Oh my god. But I'd use up my baking powder! The best part about having, like, really shitty baking powder is my muffins never rise. So I never have giant muffins, so they're kind of easy to store. I don't know if that's really a win, but it's really funny. That shit just ain't happening. But my muffins are, my first batch, which is my last batch of muffins, they were really dry because I overmixed the dough. And apparently overmixing muffins does something to the gluten in them, which makes them dry as fuck. So this time I tried not to do that, and I was more successful. But now they're starting to dry out, that they're like 3 days old. So I'm gonna make some bread pudding soon. Maybe tomorrow. Damn, 3 Dora tiles in my opening hand. Damn, look at you. Dora? I don't know what that means. I'm assuming it's maybe good. Couldn't be me. Dora tiles get bonus points. Oh, look at you. Getting all those bonus points. God's favorite little mahjong player over here in chat. Ba 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 ba. Oh yeah, I bought a plant the other day. Cause I remember right now. So I need to know how big this gets. Oh. Oh no. Do they just keep going? Do they just get big? How big do... Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. They get big. Oh no. Bro, they can get to 2 feet tall. That's a lot of plants. Felix, why you look sad? Did you sleep in? He is sleepy, little man. I should probably work on like these flowers soon, because they're the most like the flowers on the top that are like the most underdeveloped part of this entire thing. I've been trying. Usually, whenever I stream, I like get it done off stream like a week late, like not like within the week. And now I'm like, whenever I'm not streaming, I'm pretty much exclusively. I have like one commission to work on. I don't know if I'm going to end up streaming that, just because it's more like a real life thing than a fake life thing, you know. Like this is fake life. This is. But whenever I'm like not streaming, I'm typically working on my comic, and I don't want to stream that yet. Oh my god, Nova Trash, thank you for the follow. I was like, what's that sound? My follow notification always, I need to make it like me yelling something like, thank you! Or something. Teo, do you not do like the Thursday movie stuff anymore? Hello, Nova Trash. Hello. It sounds kind of mean. I'm just gonna call you Nova. Is that okay? It sounds really. I know it's your username, but it sounds rude to call like to refer to you as trash. I don't even know you. That's like that's it. It's so mean a little bit. It's whacking my Canadian brain trying to be polite, and Nova's fine. That's okay. Okay, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. It's like, I wish to be polite, but your name is Trash. Oh no. Game the system somehow. I'm doing good. How are you? I am also doing good. Just chilling, making some art. It might start raining soon though, but at the moment, it's just very gray outside. But rain is not a problem as long as it doesn't start storming. Gosh, every bit of this soundtrack is like a nostalgia. Yeah, this piece was supposed to be really quick. In my mind, I was like, it's gonna take like 5 minutes. And then I was like, now what if we put a little bit more effort in that? And then I was like, what if we did? And here we are. Yeah, I'm not doing Thursdays anymore. I'm working too much, and having the Thursday pre-plan every week was stressing me out. That's so fair. That understandable. I also feel that when we like were doing it, like when we were watching stuff, right? Like when I was joining more regularly, it was like I'd have like Monday, then I'd have raid, and then I would have Thursdays, and I was just like, oh, and then other days I was streaming, and I was like, oh god, something needs to give. I come back for One Piece live action and very seldomly other things like MILF Manor. Yeah, something needs to give. You gotta have like that time to yourself. Every day can't just be like, I'm doing something with friends. Ba, 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 ba. I just opened Discord and I was like, what's happening in that server? And then I was like, oh yeah, it's Thursday. And I'm like, oh yeah, Taylor's not there. Good night, everybody. Good night, Teo. Dream of Mahjong. Oh, yeah, also I'm dropping out for tonight, so I need to catch up on Rainbow Warriors. I'm at chapter 10 now. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Let's go. Let's go. I don't remember how many chapters there are, but like chapter 10's towards the end. I want to check the weather radar just to make sure. I mean, it should be okay. Oh my god, why do I have a message? Oh gosh. Oh, okay. Oh my god, okay. Oh my god, so I'm doing a commission for somebody at work. And usually when I have like a messenger message, I'm like, oh, what does my workplace want from me? And this time it was just like a response from the person being like, it looks good. And I'm like, yippee. I just want to look at the weather. Like, is it going to like, how's the storm looking? Do I need to worry about my stream? Will it be a short stream day today? I think we should be good. I think we should be good. We're not going into the storm itself. Just the rain. A fish. Also, chat, I would like to implore you with a thought. How would your OC, you can add as many as you like, how would they function in a cafe setting? I need to know. I must know. I must needs know. And you must needs think about it right now if you have OCs. Because I made one yesterday. And I had to think about it. Also, my partner, / Tara, who's in here right now, suggested that I make a cafe AU. Before the, like, character question of the day thing was like, your characters are now in a cafe AU. What would their thing be like? And I was like already thinking about that, so when that popped up I was like, yes, I know exactly what to do right now. Ba 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 bum 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 dum. Hello Felix, you're a kitten. Oh yes, you're a little baby. Oh, hello. 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 My characters would all fail at running a cafe. But it'd be funny. None of them would be good at it. None of them. It would be mismanaged to hell. No one would show up for their shifts, and there'd be terrible customer service. Except from one person who will always get your drink wrong. But they'll make you have a wonderful time while you're in there. Yes, Felix? Yes, crybaby boy! Cecil! How would your 14 warrior blade function in a cafe? Go! I need an answer. I require an answer. Hi, Felix. Hello, needy little whiny boy. Hello, needy whiny man. Needy little whiny boy. Oh my god. Yes, yes. Oh, yes? Why are you chewing on me? Your breath is so smelly. You're a smelly cat. It's so very needy. Glare at people who are rude, and if pushed enough, probably choke slam them through a table. Unless paid well, then they try their best. Oh my god, I love how that was just all like aggression. The most aggressive barista. My little cat girl, she would be such a good barista. She would write your name wrong on your cup every single time, especially if your name is longer than like 3 letters. Because she can't read. But I think she'd do a pretty good job. Hi. Hello. Oh, hello. Oh my god, you are so adorable. You like the lights down here? Do you like the lights down here? They are mercs, so pay them well enough and they'll do the job. Pays them to be a barista in my imaginary cafe. Felix is like on the ground just rolling around. He's very cute right now. He's being very adorable. But like, say her merc days are over, right? Like, she's done. She's like, I want to settle down and open a cafe. Yummy vapes. Yummy vapes. I'm joking. I'm joking. I mean, if you don't steal from her or shortchange her, she would work happily. Unless aforementioned asshole, then it becomes a bar brawl. Fair enough, fair enough. It's become like my question for people. Like I like hit my friend with it. I was like, all of these characters, how would they function? Go. How would they work in a cafe, potentially together? She has enough gil from merc work too, so she would probably pay for the damages. Sorry that I broke the tables and the window, but I can pay for that, not even out of my salary here. She working in the cafe as a hobby. That guy's face, I'm not paying that. Nah, his medical bills are his own. He shouldn't have done what he did. And then he's just like, I just asked for an extravagant drink. And then it's like, yeah, that's where you messed up, buddy. It's coffee or tea. None of this caramel macchiato with 10 pumps of caramel syrup and stevia with a pump of soy milk. I don't know what people drink. I don't. I hate going to Starbucks, bro. That shit intimidates me. I have one food app on my phone, and it's for Starbucks. For when I go get a latte sometimes, because I kind of like me a latte, a chai latte, and I order that shit on my phone, and then I go pick it up. Like, holy shit. I do not want to, like, try and speak the words of which this drink is supposed to be. That is way too much work. People who do that every day of their lives are just built different. Like, holy shit. I need you to get your paw off of that, sir. Do put his paw right on that power button. I need you to not do that. I need you to not do that, sir. I need you to not look at that. Don't turn off my car. Please don't do that. I just think it's fun because, like, you know, it's like there's like the idealized like cafe coffee shop experience where it's like, oh, you just make people drinks and you serve them croissants and little sandwiches. And then there's like the realistic cafe experience, which is like, oh god, this is hell and stressful. And you get to pick which one you like. And then you gotta be like this character who's like, you know, like the most famous, like Emmett Selk as a cafe employee, like working at a Starbucks. He's like, I'm a sorcerer of Eld, but here's your drink, you know? I think that's so funny. It's so humanizing a little bit, you know? Hiring Cell as a barista is also like hiring a bouncer. The cozy cafe vibe is why I'm so excited for the pumpkin spice RPG. Hell yeah. It'll be so fun to read through it. Yeah, and listen to the vinyl. Too bad it's still quite far off. I mean, February isn't really that far away, but it's still a little far away, you know? Just staring at it. So because now that I have the cafe thing in my head, so when I write my comic and like publish it and stuff, at the end of some episodes, I want to have like some character bios, not like things that are like specifically, it'd be like, you know, like just generic information that doesn't have any like bearing. It wouldn't be like, oh, well, you didn't read the bio, you wouldn't know, you know? But then like, obviously there's gonna hit a point where I'm not introducing characters or anything. I just think it'd be fun because like there's certain things like, I don't know, like that just aren't gonna like naturally pop up, you know? Or that might just be like fun little things. And I want to do that, but also on like, because not every episode's gonna introduce a character or anything. So then at the bottom, at a beach update, I think it'd be fun to just maybe have like a tiny like 4-panel strip of like coffee shop shenanigans, you know, like an AU thing, but not like a whole ass separate thing, just like a fun little thing at the bottom. You know, I don't know if that actually sounds fun to people, but it sounds fun to me, and I want to do it. But I have to come up with jokes though, because I'm not a funny person. Y'all might be entertained, but I'm not sure if I'm very good at writing comedy or lightheartedness. But I want to do it because it sounds very fun. It sounds fun for me. It's a nice contrast to like this seriousness. I struggle like when I was writing it, I'm like, I really have a really hard time making like lighthearted and fun moments. I'm just like, everything must be serious and sad or intense or something. It's like just the small moments where, you know, someone might laugh a little. I'm just like, that's difficult. So the gosh, having a little AU thing at the bottom might help make it a little more entertaining. Like, just cut the tension with a knife and be like, oh wow. I am talking about this every stream, but at the moment I am planning, so the way I'm planning to do releases and stuff is monthly, which kind of sucks, but also my updates end up being like very long. Like, I'm on the 3rd chapter right now, and the 3rd chapter is 15 pages, and it's 60 panels. So it's kind of a lot of drawing, and the other 2 have been around. The first one is 20 pages? No, it's 19 pages, because I got rid of a page that wasn't necessary. It's 20 pages, and it's like 50-something panels. And then the 2nd chapter is like 13 pages, but it's also around like 50 panels long, and chapter 3 is 15 pages, and it is 60 panels right on the dot. And I'm like, that's crazy. So that's a lot of panels to draw. And color and stuff. So I've done all the line art on the first 2 episodes. I started doing the line art on the 3rd one yesterday. I didn't get that far on it though. But yeah. Ba bum be bum be bum 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 bum. But yeah, I'm gonna drop the first 3 chapters all at once. And they'll just be like normal, like just because on the webtoons, it asks you to subscribe after like 3 or something, I think. And it's just like, there's a lot. Like, dropping the first 3 chapters is at least like a decent, wise introduction, I suppose. Because it's gonna be like, it's in total, it's like, the math, 48 pages, 47 pages, and then panel-wise, that's somewhere in the hundreds of panels. It's a lot of panels. It's a lot of drawing from me. Oh my gosh. But yeah, and then every month, I don't know if I'm gonna like do it on like the first like day of week of every month, or if I'm just gonna be like first day of month, because I'm gonna try and be ahead of schedule. Very ahead. I want to try and get like at least drawn, like maybe not completed, but like drawn, because the hi Felix, please don't come up here. You always tango with turning my PC off when you want to come up. Here, let me just grab you. Let me just grab the cat and yeah. Nope, okay. He wants water. I'll be right back. Alright, back. He got his yummy water, and that's what he wanted. He wanted his yummy water. He's so silly. Yeah, Words. Words are so hard. Oh my god. I'm gonna drop three, so then there's a lot to like get into and hopefully enjoy. I don't know. But yeah, and then it'll be like monthly from there. And we'll see how that goes. See how that goes. I think it's gonna go pretty okay. I hope. But I don't want to like I want to stream working on it, but I don't want to stream working on it at the same time. Because anxiety. But also like I work on it a lot. It's gonna take a long time. So I might as well just work on it on stream sometime. But I want to make this is a really dumb decision, but I want to make sure I want to make the first 3 chapters a mystery to everybody. Everybody. Yes, my dear Felix. Yes, my tiny kitten. What can I do for you? Other than pick you up and rub your belly. What might the kitten want now? More water for the water cat, huh? Maybe you ever think maybe you should have been born a catfish and not a cat real? Cat proper. Felix would be the kind of person to catfish you. The kind of cat, I mean. What? What? He's probably also like lay in bed and let me cuddle because he seemed very needy. Water that turns into explosions and fire. That's called gasoline. How are you, Valen? Why are you so baby? Why are you being so baby cat? How you doing, Valen? Hello, kitty, let's come to me, my child kitty cat. Come here, little kitty, let me grab you. I'll grab you. Felix, you gotta come here. I'm gonna grab you. Keeps whining. And then he wants me to give him more water. But this is already a well-hydrated cat. I've turned the water on him for him twice this stream. I wish I could leave the sink dripping, but I cannot. Or it'll drip all over my floor. I'm good. Just randomly watched RG Beta, but none of us made complete sense of it. It's RG Beta. It sounds like a magical girl thing. Great. Oh, yeah, it's a clamp thing. The title itself is pronounced Rigveda. Okay. I was like, that sounds familiar. I remember they go there in Tsubasa. And I really like that. I don't actually know if I really like that part of it, but I remember it being in there. Thank you for the luck I won. You're so welcome. Yeah, Clamp. I assume the manga makes more sense. I'm not sure. I want to collect more Clamp mangas because I think Clamp makes... I really like Clamp. But the Clamp also got some weird shit like that. Tsubasa. I never finished the anime or manga for it. Oh my god, I love the manga. The manga is like my favorite manga of all time. Like, I love Tsubasa Reservoir Chronicles. I don't own the whole collection. some days I eye the entire collection and just like I'm like I should just drop the $300 and get them all. But I have like 1 to like 22 except like 17, and then I'm missing like 22 to like 28, and then 29 and 30. I think I have a very weird collection of it. I also have one from the San Jose's Public Library that's on the side, because when I first started collecting, before Amazon got really big and crazy, I would go and take my change and get Amazon gift cards, and you could buy manga on Amazon from like separate sellers at the time. This is before Prime even existed. And you could buy manga for like, it was like 5 cents and like $2 shipping. And I was just like, yes, I will. Hi, cat. Hello, cat. I've managed to grab a couple volumes here and there. I really like it. It's like one of those things that takes forever to like get going. Like not get going, but like it establishes itself as like, you know, just like, oh, you know, it's like Kingdom Hearts. You know, they're gonna go to different Clamp property worlds. They're gonna go and collect, you know, Sakura's memories that she lost. And you're like, oh, it's just this fun little adventure. I wonder how it's gonna end. It could go on forever. You know, like, and then, you know, this lighthearted little kitty adventure just turns into like, oh god, he lost an eye. This guy has no arm anymore. This, oh no, everything's going wrong. Very terribly wrong for everybody. And I love it. I love the Tsubasa's a very sudden switch. It kind of like, it doesn't let you like forget there's something more that's going to happen or going on. But like, on the surface, it's just this fun little adventure where like you're going to all these different clan properties and you're solving these little problems. And it's with your little buddies, the samurai man who hates everybody and wants to kill but is not allowed to kill anymore. And then you have the weird magician guy who won't say shit about anything but seems to know everything. And then you just have like the girl with the memories and the guy trying to get the memories. And then you have Mokona, and Mokona is fantastic. And yeah. And then it suddenly switches. The thing with the Tsubasa anime ends, so like the anime proper, where the story would switch from and like reveal itself in what it's been building up to, doesn't exist in the anime. So there's like this point where they like teleport into like another world. It's like the last 4 episodes or something of like season 2, where they're supposed to go to Tokyo. I don't remember which series it is that they're supposed to go to after, but they end up going to this weird magician place instead, which is not a part of the manga. It's an entire filler thing. Or no, they go to the magician place, and then the magician place is supposed to take them to Tokyo. But then they end up going to this weird place with people with feathers, I think. Whatever. The last like 4 episode arc of the 2nd season of Tsubasa Reservoir Chronicles is not in the manga. It's original to the anime because they didn't have runtime or something. I don't know. It kind of ruined the anime because the Clamp girls were like, no, why did you do that? You know. There's the Tokyo Revelations OVA, which picks up like if you stopped watching like at the end of the magician world of Tsubasa Reservoir Chronicles and went right to Tokyo Revelations, you would be continuing in like that order. And then everything goes wrong in Tokyo. But basically it's a place where like there's constant acid rain. The Tokyo government building is like the only building that can withstand it because of the feather protecting it from the constant acid rain. And the feather has a problem and stuff. Felix, please, my guy, why are you being like this today? You're being weird. Are you okay, mister? You're being a weirdo. But then the rest of the OVA doesn't follow like a straight time. Like it's not like the second bit of the OVA because there's like two of them. Two of them cover like some of the major events from the manga. But they don't have like there's events missing because they're just trying to like cover that, and then there's no conclusion. The Tsubasa Reservoir Chronicles as an anime is incomplete, and it's a shame. It's a shame. It's a shame. Because as a manga, it's so peak. That shit is so peak. Like, it's so good. Like the artwork, the story, everything. Like, oh my god. I need to reread it again at some point. There's these like Clamp and Wonderland animations that they made in like the late like 2000s or something, and you can like people will list out all the Clamp. They have so many properties. Can we talk about that? Clamp is crazy. I remember enjoying what I read and watched, but shame the anime isn't great in the end. Yeah, unfortunately the anime, like, it follows the events, but it doesn't finish it. It doesn't finish it, and it intentionally like sidelines finishing what it started. I think it's because they were like, I don't remember the reasoning, but I would assume it has something with how kind of like dark Tsubasa gets very suddenly. Like, there is a character who gets his eye bitten out of his face. Like, and they put that in the OVA, and it's like, ah, okay. That's fantastic. I saw Clamp of Wonderland on my anime list. Then went looking for the studio for Rig Veda. And the studio has actually done quite a few things I've seen. Oh, interesting. When I was a kid, when I was a little kiddo, I was like, I wanted to do like the Clamp thing, but with friends. Like, just make comics with friends. Like, just tell stories with friends. And I thought it was a great idea. But that shit never works out, you know? When you're like, oh my god, guys, let's make a comic. Let's tell a story. That was my goal as a kid. I was like, come on, guys, we can make a manga. We can make a manga. I'll draw it. You can write it. You can help me draw it. You know, I brought that shit up like multiple times because I had like friends who in public school, specifically public school. So I was like 11 to 13, and I was like, come on, guys, we can make a manga. We can be Clamp. We can be like Clamp. Imagine having all of your friends OC appear in your Cafe AU series. All right, so actually, this is a fun part. I actually have like, I've been collecting my friends OCs, and this is open to pretty much everybody, to just literally appear in my actual comic, which also could, I guess, in fact, go into the Cafe AU series, you know? But yeah, I mean, I've collected a few characters from friends, so if people want to put their character in, I can send you the little disclaimer thing, if you're okay with it, basically, and then send me like if you're okay with all that stuff, because it's like there's stuff, I don't know if it's like because it's not like I don't know how to describe it, but basically I made like this thing that's like these are the subject matters that are going to like appear in it. If you're not okay with like these, then please let me know. If there's like specific, like not places specifically, but like the more like information that I have on your character, the better I could place them. And it's not like they're gonna have like they might have a line or two of dialogue. They might just be like, like just some random person saying something, or just in the background, and you can point and be like, oh my god, my little guy. But it's basically like it outlines kind of like the subject matter potential. So if you're like, I do not wish to have, you know, my character would never would never drink alcohol. So it's like, okay, so I will not put that character anywhere near like a bar or something, or anybody drinking or something, you know, like, or like some people have like character, like my comic doesn't exist in like a high fantasy world, so everybody is pretty much just like varying degrees of humans that use magic. So obviously like characters that like don't have like human colored skin, or like if their like skin is blue, you know, I'm not gonna keep their skin blue. So it's like, if your character, if that's like a really important feature of your character, maybe don't submit them, or like they're probably gonna need to like slightly redesign to fit the setting. And obviously those are like things that you could like be like, oh, like if you're gonna change the skin to blue, you cannot change this or something. Like these are very, like, you can't change the tattoos or whatever. Usually like colors aren't that big of a deal unless it's like something that would be like really standing out. So like if your OC is like a cat or something, like they're gonna lose their ears, I'm gonna decat the girls, I'm sorry. Or they'll look like props, you know, it'll be like a headband instead of like, you know, like cat ears, like natural cat ears, you know, stuff like that. There was a few other things, but it's like anything that you send me in terms of like, because I remember my friend sent me one and it was like, please do not kill her. And I was like, okay. So I wrote that down. I keep a little doc with all the rules that people send me. If there's no rules, then I just like write like bio stuff. Not the cat girl, T-cat girled. Yeah. So that is open to people if they would like to send me their OCs on like Discord or something. I will stash them away. They will probably only just be like cameo background characters, but there is potential in the like end of episode Cafe AU thing to actually include them as like actual interactions, which I didn't think of until a little bit ago. But yeah, if your character has a drink, a cafe drink, like a coffee, like a stupid coffee order, you know, that could be a piece of information for me, you know. But I just think it's fun because it's like, oh, like sometimes I need like random jobbers, okay, and I don't want to design them, okay. Though I used so I needed a character for the very first chapter that was probably never going to show back up again. So I used some of the community OCs. I got rid of some of their whimsy. Just one of them, and for now. And I'm like, perfect. This is perfect. I used his name and everything. It was great. I was like, God, I don't want to design this random person that's only gonna be like in this one situation. I mean, maybe they could pop up a few others, but it was great. I just looked at Dane Hart and went, that's mine now. I mean, it was mine in the beginning. I drew him, but like I was like, yes, the community OC immediately going to make a cameo. Lamau, yeah, the community OC is coming in clutch. Let's go. I have finished Arrowbow, by the way. When she's posted, which let me check, because there's a backlog. There's a backlog of artwork to be posted, because I post once a week. But let's see. I think she's in 2 weeks. I think in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, Arrowbow. Yeah, so in 2 weeks, Arrowbow is posted, and then we'll do another OC creation. So probably around the beginning of July. Let me see. That's a short week, long week. So maybe the 12th. Maybe the 12th of July we'll do another OC creation stream. I gotta like think of a theme for that one. Maybe we'll make animal girls or something. Animal people. That might be fun. Maybe we'll just spin a wheel. We'll see how it goes. We love wheel spins here. But yeah, the cafe AU in my mind it's so funny. It fills me with this weird motivation to like actually make it. It's so stupid. I don't know, probably not, but I read this one comic. I used to. I haven't read it. I own it physically though. With the physical releases of it, but it's made by one artist, and they oh my god, I just got caught off guard because I was like, oh my god, this is such a nostalgic song. This was like the first, other than like the prelude, I started in Gridania on my first character in 14, and I was like, oh my god, nostalgia. But I have the physical versions of this comic, and it's like a high fantasy comic, big drama, all that stuff, like also world lore, whatever. And then they also have a slice of life rom-com AU, and that's all in color. And I'm just like, I'm understanding why this exists now. You know? I never thought I could like do an AU or anything, but now I'm like, this kind of sounds fun. That kind of be spitting. It's a fun idea, I say. What does it look like with the screen on? Okay. Oh, what is this? What does? Oh. Yeah, how are you, Valen? How are you today? I think I actually already asked you this question. Oh gosh, brain is everywhere now. Now I'm thinking about cafes. I made a little meme yesterday about my OCs working in a cafe, and it's just like, yeah, it would function so bad. It would be so terrible. The only reason it would keep functioning is because this girl got way too much money, and she would just be like, yeah, I just keep filling it. I keep filling the bank accounts. You don't run into negatives when you just pour more money in there. This is my hobby, and I'm investing money into my hobby. Yeah, you did ask. I did ask. I mean, if there's anything else, you know. I went to work today, didn't get asked by some random to buy packs for them, so that's an improvement. Was it a random person, or was it like somebody that you worked with being like, hey, can you buy me packs? Or was it like literally just a random person came in and was like, can you buy me Pokemon cards? This is a random person. I just sat on a bench eating my McDonald's breakfast before work. Hey, can you get me some Pokemon cards? That's crazy. That takes some... That's... Damn, what the hell? I kind of assumed the way it was, like... Maybe I just read it like a dingus, but I thought it was, like... Someone being like, hey, that you work with, like, please go get me some packs. Like... Did you? Did you get them the packs? Hey Felix, how are you doing, little cat? You're so silly, sitting over there. How are you doing? You're quite tiny. You're like my little guy. You're like my little guy. Who's a kitty? No, I told them I already bought some. I hadn't. Then watched them ask like 2 or 3 people who all said no. God, that's crazy. That's insane. Are like banned from the store or something? I want to know their story so bad. Holy shit. I bet they're like a scalper who got like told that they couldn't buy any more packs or something. Like there's a limit because of people scalping cards. Well, that shit is so insane. Like, I understand why people do it, but it's so insane that it's, like, Pokemon cards. But then there's also, like, other things, too, where, like, I don't know, like, influencers and stuff kind of ruin just regular hobbies for people. After they walked away, I went in and bought packs for myself. I assume scalper, and yeah, the store limits 2 per customer. I also did mention to the store staff, though. Okay. That makes that makes a lot more sense if it's like a scalper or somebody. Just some random person being like, "Hey, can you go and buy me fucking Pokemon cards, please, please, please?" Just goes in by. No, I buy my own cards, actually. Literally. I've been asked to buy cigs and alcohol for people before, but not Pokemon cards, damn it. Oh my god. That's so funny. Bro, that's so funny. There's like this Pokemon, I think it's a coloring book, and it has like a booster pack of Pokemon cards attached to it. And I'm kind of like, I wonder how many people buy this little book or know that it exists with this booster on it and buys this like book just for the booster pack. Like, ba 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 ba. I don't think, no, people have probably asked me to buy stuff for them before, and I've just been like, no. Is it a full booster, or is it just one of those mini, it's the mini ones. I think, I'm not sure, I'm not actually sure, I don't look at it, I don't look at it closely, it's just like one of the foil packs. So it's not so many people because the cards are super common. Fair. I don't like know anything about Pokemon cards, so I don't even know if it's like a current set that people want. I just know it has a Rowlet on it. I think it's like Perfect Garden or something. Da 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 ba da ba da ba ba da ba bum 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 bum. Da 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 da. Na 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 na. Oh, that's a promo pack. You basically just get common cards from whatever the set is. I think it's like 3 per pack. Oh, okay. Fair enough. The random that asked me wanted me to buy Destiny Rivals, but Chaos Reigns is the newest, I think. Crazy. You know, people, I don't know if it's sold the same way, but like, you could like stand outside a card shop and be like, hey, can you get me a pack? You know, and like you're asking for like a pack of cigarettes or something. Like, can you bum me? Can you get me a pack? Can you get me a pack? I think it's just like, I don't know, the willingness to be that much of a like nuisance to the public, you know, to get your Pokemon cards is not admirable, but yeah. But I'm nowhere near caught up on Pokemon anymore. That's fair. That's fair. The hustle for cards is real. I can't say I respect it, but I mean, you can throw your dignity aside and start begging children to buy you booster packs. I'm not implying that Valen's a child, but... Hey, little guy, if I gave you this $20 bill, would you go in there and please get me some 2 Destiny Rivals cards, please? Just 2 of them. Just 2. I don't know how much a booster pack costs. I'm gonna say 20 bucks. He was dedicated. After he walked away the first time, I saw him standing outside the shop again, too. Oh my god. The staff be like, dude, it's 2 per customer. We cannot. $5 retail scalper price, who knows, yeah. This is why you just gotta get a disguise. You just gotta like come back later and like a disguise and like with a voice changer and be like, 2 Destiny Rivals packs, please. You know? No, I wasn't in here an hour ago. Mm-hmm. £5, not $5. £5. This mustache is definitely real. This hair, real. I don't like the way that your store interrogates me. Please give me a booster pack for free now. I am just a normal, everyday customer shopping at your store. How could you accuse me of being somebody who I'm not? I demand a compensation for the emotional damage I am receiving shopping at your establishment. I request a 3rd booster pack, please. I'm gonna flatten this out, I think. Yeah. Thankfully, I can trust the staff. No, I'm no scalper because most of the time I buy stuff barely anyone else does. That sounds like you. This guy in here for Common Rider again, but like the old... I'm joking. I remember having to explain to the staff the One Piece cards because they didn't know they had them, and I don't mean the TCG either. What? They didn't know they had them? Valen, why don't you just work for them? You're like, I know what stock you have right now. Alright, I think it's time. Oh my gosh. Let's see what this looks. This used to look like this. Damn, I really cleaned this up, huh? Alright, I'm gonna try. I have this picture of this cat, so we're gonna try and draw these flowers. I might need to move the picture of the cat up. Because I was buying them, they never put them on the shelf. They always kept them in the cupboard behind tills, buried with the sports cards. Oh my gosh. No one buys the sports cards. Except this guy. He buys the sports cards. I can't believe sports cards still exist. Like, but maybe it's because I'm not like around people who would ever buy sports cards. But to me, I'm like, ain't no one buy these, right? Like, ain't no one. I think people do actually buy the sports cards, but they keep them well stocked. The card shop where I live, it has a lot of sports stuff. It's like half like card game stuff and like board games, and then it's like sports memorabilia, hats, shirts, the cards, of course. It's like that one place where these two worlds will collide. Oh, and Funko Pops. So many Funkos. Oh, this one is by... Wait. Tsuyoshi Sakito. Also, sport cards here are also card games. I can't think of any collectible sports cards I know. Huh. I didn't realize that sports cards had like a game to it. I thought it was just a collectible thing where you're like, I collect my favorite little guys. Or I guess they're big guys because they're sports, right? Like they're not little at all. They're like, they're quite large. I thought that was the point of it. I had sports cards when I was a kid. I didn't know who any of those people were though. Where's the song play? The Rider's Boom? Is it just a mount song? I think the sports ETGs are quite big, so collectible ones are less so, but I do see collectible stickers more often. Let's see. How big is sports TCGs? Apparently it's a 10 to 15 billion annual market. This is a thread about collecting. These are people who are like, this is how big my collection is. Oh my god. What thread was that? Sports cards. Okay, sports cards. The first and foremost place for sports cards community to discuss, compare, price, buy, sell, and show off your favorite sports trading card. And do people play with sports cards? So I collect certain players and teams I follow. I'll buy boxes of retail for fun of ripping and occasionally getting a hit. You know how expensive these things are? It feels as though I've changed to less of a hobby and more of a money-making side gig for most people. So they're specifically collectibles, at least here. At least what I'm finding is that they're mostly collectibles. That people just collect them and sell, I guess. Oh, it's just like Pokemon, damn. People ain't playing the game. People were like, this shit's expensive though. So some people were like, it's not the number of cards you have, it's the quality of the cards you have. I know I'm talking like this. I'm gonna lock this so I don't actually draw on the cat. I'm gonna give this a red color so I know that this is the layer with the flower on it. At least that I'm with the flower petals being painted on. I'm probably gonna stop soon. I'm feeling kind of tired. But also, I'm releasing a video tomorrow that I was intending to release it, during next week, but next week is July, so I fucked that up. So it's going to come out tomorrow, to everyone's surprise, even my own. And yeah. The games are always super simple, so competitive isn't a thing, especially since the Attacks line of cards sent pics of Matt Attacks football and Slam Attacks wrestling cards and miss. Okay. At least from what I found, people were just collecting them. That's crazy. Carlito, the DiBiase. Oh, these are wrestling. I kind of know these names. Because I watched a little bit. I don't know who some of these people are. The WWE Slammy Awards. Holy shit. It's so stupid. I still need to make my TCG packs. I think about it a lot. Maybe when I release the comic, I'll be like, I'll just like reuse artwork and make like little TCG cards. There's this thing called Artist Store, and basically it's like it's a storefront for merch, but also it's linked to like a production company. So it's basically like a print on demand, but it's an actual like they already manufacture like keychains and stuff. So I'm eyeing that too, because I'd like to have a store. This kind of thing, which means like. It's not like Redbubble in the same as like Facet where it's like a lot of things. It's like very like they produce this stuff, so then artists can upload their designs in a storefront and people can buy those and they'll print them on demand. But they're like they specialize in this where like stuff like Redbubble is like here's like a dozen different things, and we'll print them. We'll print like different shirts and hoodies and stuff, and we'll do that for you. Or this is slightly different. Yeah, but those are what you'll mostly see at shops regarding sports cards, unless you go to a card shop. That's okay, that's fair. A card shop. That's serious business. Bro, my card shop here don't even got Digimon cards, okay? No one in my area plays fucking Digimon. I had to go to Toronto. Although I probably could have not gone to Toronto, but I went to Toronto to get Digimon cards. What was it called again? What was what called? The card shop in my area? I'm not doxing myself. The card shop here is it's a small local run business. Oh no! Oh, sorry. I thought we were talking about cards. You're like, you want me to tell you the card shop in my area? No, thank you. No, the Redbubble. It's called Artist Store. And I'm considering making one. Hello, Sleepodachi. Because you can, you can print keychains and standees and, like, prints and pillows and stuff. I think that was what they kind of, like, they had, like, 6 products that you could do that they specialize in making. There are 2 convoys flip-flop. Yeah, no, I'm stupid. I was like, I'm not telling you what the card shop is in my air. I'm not speaking these words out loud. You almost got me. Almost got me. You're a little tricky. Trying to find out where I live. Specifically. Finding out where you live and sending pizza. Oh my gosh. Okay, but actually, no, I'm joking. I turn the cat picture back on. These leaves got more of like a bow to them, a bendy bow. Get a P.O. box for the pizza? Oh my god. Could you imagine getting pizza delivered to a P.O. box? That shit's crazy. I bet the mail people would hate you. They'd be like, it smells like pizza. Like, I want to make a store, but like, I know it'd probably be like a really easy thing to figure out. Like, oh my god, like, how to figure out shipping, you know? But, or like a P.O. box. Like, I don't want to like have to send my address every time that like, you know, I mail something to somebody. But I'd like to like ship my own merch to people. Like an artist store, I see the same sample for holo cards as Vogue Grace. It might be done by Vogue Grace. It could definitely. The person I learned it from, they were like, my manufacturer is the people who like make the store. They didn't say who their manu was, but that would make sense if it was Vogue Grace. It does kind of like teeter though, because it's kind of like, I don't know if anyone else feels this way, but like when you have too many orders and stuff, like from like a manufacturer point of view, you might have to skimp on quality a little bit, so that the expansion might come at the cost of quality, but who knows? Who knows? I would like to start selling some kind of merch and making some kind of income that way. I mean, I sell prints. I have a print shop. There's a link to my prints in the description below if you'd like a print, but the imprint prints are kind of, they're a little pricey. I price them as low as it'll actually let me price them at. Time to dump into the acrylic train, right? Acrylic sword. Okay, when I saw that they did little standees, I was like, oh my god, I gotta design a little standee. Even, like, I don't care if anybody else wants it. I would buy my own standee of my own cat girl, like. Now I just need to fill these in and then give them an outline. Also, if you figure out how to use the standee templates, teach me, because I haven't figured it out yet. I have no idea. I will have to look at that. I assume I have information. What is this? Is that money? Oh my god. It's time for my merch arc. I think the positive possible thing about this is that, like, since they are a manufacturer, you could potentially just order the stuff that you have in your store. Like, that was my first, when I thought about it, I was like, you know, like, if you have a red bubble or something, it's not like you could, like, show up, you know, to a convention, because I want to go back to cons next year, maybe, and be like, oh, look, I have a merch store that you can buy other merch at. It being like the manufacturer, you can like just get that shit ordered. I think I actually dreamt about being at a con again, but having the shittiest setup. Credit card. This is monies. Okay, okay. My only worry about going to a con is like the being awake aspect. That shit's gonna be exhausting. And two, I don't really do fan art anymore, so I'm not really sure how well that will that'll go over. But you know what? We'll have to see. We'll have to bring some old fan art or something. Draw a little bit of it. Also, I can say I'm happy with my cards I got through Vograze. I have since got a few more with my initial post. Oh, nice. Nice. I'm like thinking about what I want to do, because I still want to, like, last year I made like the Christmas postcard, right? And I think that'd still be fun to do, right? Because like it's just simple, you know, like to send out a postcard. But I kind of toyed with the idea of making like a zine, or a zine, whatever. However you want to say it. I don't know. I don't know. And making like that as like an option. Or like the little trading cards. And like the postcard could be like free, right? But the other ones maybe pay for. I'm not sure. Because I would like to, like, do some kind of, like, online store. Like, that seems like a no-brainer of some sort, you know? Even if it means just like getting more shelving. Can I get the first edition base set sword? Hell yeah. Maybe the standee? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'd have to, like, think about it a lot, I think. I gotta actually, like, make a design. The design, like, would just be, like, a test thing. You know? Like, I'd just probably, like, put some of my favorite art and maybe, like, the like the postcard in there and stuff, like just like the 2026 year of art kind of thing, and some fun stuff right in there. I'm not sure. It would just kind of be like the art in like, do you want it in book format? Do you want it in card format? Do you want it in? Do you just want the postcard? Maybe a little standee. I've seen a few people get a few Inktober book scenes. Yeah. Like, I just want to make one. And then maybe think about other things to do. Like, right now I'm like, I got the comic, though. It's like, oh. There's so many things that I want to do, you know? And it sucks wanting to do, like, 100 things. And then having to go to work. Oh my god, I just realized the time. I should probably wrap up soon. Julia, I'm wanting to do too many things, yeah. Oh, I gotta watch. That scared me. I haven't fished at all. Oh, crud. Oh, crud. So maybe around Christmas. There'll be some stuff. There'll be signs. Alright, so this is the most of the rest of this is just rendering the flowers, really, is what this is gonna be. So we'll be picking up on this another day because it is getting a little late for me. The storm is probably on its way. So we're gonna wrap it up here. This might be true. There it is. Alright. So, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for hanging out. This was kind of, I think this is kind of a little more low energy. I don't know. I got a lot more done than I thought I was going to get today. But I'll probably be hopefully finishing. We're going to work on the flowers this on Saturday because I'll be streaming all weekend because we're just doing art this week. Next Tuesday, so on the 30th of July, I don't work that night. So we may go a little bit longer, but I have some stuff to do in the evenings of Tuesdays, so it's probably going to be that much longer than normal. We're going to redesign Ace Attorney characters to look like Final Fantasy XIV jobs, so we're going to incorporate their Ace Attorney design into like a Final Fantasy 14 job of some expansion description, and we're gonna mix them together and make them look cool. I'm not sure if that's exciting to some people, but that's exciting to me. And then next week on Saturday, so July 4th, we're gonna start Road to Empress, and then we'll go from there. But there will be a video coming out tomorrow. I need to make the thumbnail. Not even finish. I need to make the thumbnail because June ends in 5 days, and I didn't realize that yesterday when I rendered the video and realized that I needed to make a thumbnail and then get that uploaded. Because I was like, oh yeah, next week on Wednesday or Thursday. That's July, idiot. That's July. Not June. So we aim for one video a month. So we have a video coming out tomorrow. And yeah, I'm still thinking about the merch though. But if you see an artist store thing go up for me, I will make a standee because I want a standee of my cat girl. But anyways, I'll be back Saturday doing more artwork, and then we'll be back again Sunday doing more artwork and yapping. But until then, friends, I hope you have a wonderful day, wonderful night, what you got going on. I hope your heat waves disappear if you're stuck in a heat wave. I hope that you get nice weather and you have a good time. All right, so bye-bye.